everyone always talks about how liberated they feel when they chop their hair off. And I'm like, well, maybe I want to feel that too.
Yeah. My sister, Sammy, had cut her hair. I really just want to, like, cut it really short and then kind of, like, leave it at a short, kind of, like, curly. Like, I can kind of, like, put my fingers through it, put some products in there, and I'm done.
Yeah. I'm like, if I can easily wash my hair in the shower, we won. Because right now...
Welcome to the Proud and Curly Podcast, the podcast all about celebrating naturally curly hair. I'm Sierra, your host and founder, also known as C. Johnson on YouTube and Instagram, and you, my girlfriend, are in the right place. Every week, you'll get new insight and curlspiration on how to manage and maintain your natural curls. It doesn't matter if your hair is a wavy 2A type, a kinky 4C texture, or if you're anywhere in between. After the episode, the conversation always continues on the Proud and Curly Instagram page, so be sure to follow us there. This episode of the Proud and Curly podcast is brought to you by Proud and Curly Share Your Story. If you're learning to embrace your natural hair, we want to hear about it. What's your hair story? This show is made up of beautiful hair journeys and lessons from people all around the world, but no story is exactly alike, so we want to hear yours. Tell us a story about a hair mishap, adventure, or you can share an inspiring message for everyone to hear. This is your time to share your story and be featured on this podcast. To learn how, go to proudandcurly.com/pages/share your story. Let's start the show.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Proud and Curly podcast. Today I have a guest with me. If you're watching with us on YouTube, I have IAmKNicole here.
Hi.
Back on the show.
And back at it again.
Coming back. My first reoccurring guest.
Listen, always.
She has new things to share, of course. But yeah, and we're both rocking I Am Proud and Curly. Ooh.
Y'all gotta...
Have y'all checked out the site?
Y'all gotta get with it, because listen, it's lit.
So definitely, if you guys are interested in the t-shirts, they're now available since last week. So definitely go to proudandcurly.com and get your shirts. I am Proud and Curly, so you can represent. And yeah. This is going to be more of a, like, relaxed podcast because we already did one.
Yeah.
So if you want to see, like, if you want to hear of, like, her, like, start journey, like, what she's been through since she was a child.
Yeah,
like,
we
you
got
shared
kind of deep a little bit.
Yeah, you shared a lot. I didn't even know that about you. I was like, Corey, are you sure you want to share this on the podcast? It was like things with like medical stuff. I was like, Corey, okay. Yeah. She was telling everything. If you haven't heard Corey's episode, check out episode number 5, How to Love What You Got Even If You Still Have a Relaxer with Nicole.
Yes.
And that'll give you all the prequel to this episode. So it might make more sense.
Yeah, if you know a little bit about where I came from.
Yeah.
What I started with.
And where we're picking up now.
Yeah.
Because that was almost 2 years ago.
That was so long ago, honestly.
Yeah, and things have changed.
For sure.
And things are about to change next year, right?
Things are changing. Rapidly changing.
So, how have you been? You
Good.
Graduated?
Oh, goodness. See, now
just
listen. My hair probably is growing back now because, you know, when you're stressed out and your hair start falling out.
What?
You know how some people be like, they stressed out, their hair falling out?
Oh, no.
I don't know. I just feel like when I was in college, it was just like, it was so much. I did not have time to really take care of myself like how I needed to. Like, I did not make that a priority like I should have. So I was wearing styles for way too long. Protective styles, keeping my hair locked up for too long. And, you know, you just lose, like, a lot of hair like that. So I was just like, yeah, stressed out, hair falling out, not taking care of my hair. I had to get out of there, you know?
Yeah, you got to protect what's under there.
Yeah. So I was wearing a lot of braids, a lot of wigs, a lot of, like, crochet and all kind of stuff. And then it's like, when it's time to take it down and you done had it in for too long, and it's like nappy, matted, all kind of craziness.
And you were transitioning, right?
Yeah. So that made it even worse.
Even more.
Even
matting.
worse. Yeah. My mom was like, oh, God, I cannot comb through this.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, we should just cut it off. but we never did. But now, I'm ready. I did cut my hair, though. So when I came home and it was time for me to, you know, get back on track, get my life back in order, I just told her, like, can you just cut some of this off? Because it's just too much hair. It's just too much. Like, if my wash day has to be stressful, it's just too much hair that I can't maintain, that I don't really know what to do with it. And it's like I wasn't trying to wear my hair. I was trying to wear protective styles, trying to wear weaves and wigs and all kind of stuff. So I was just like, I don't need all of this hair under here. It's not healthy hair. It's damaged. It's split. Just cut it off. So I did.
How short was that?
So my hair was like, it was like down to here maybe, right? By the time I graduated school, like my hair was very long. And then I cut it to about here. It's really short now. It might even be shorter than that at this point. It might not even reach my jaw right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's really short.
Just keep it short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just so that it's like easy.
So the perm's mostly out.
I think the perm's mostly out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But that's now, has that added a new, like, with you dealing with your natural hair, has that added like a new thing where you're just like, I don't know about this? Or
I mean, I just feel like I don't know how to do natural hair. So, you know, you gotta have that drive. You have to learn. Yeah, you gotta have that drive. You gotta have that patience. In your hair
and like really learn how to detangle, learning what products it likes.
Yeah.
It is a lot.
It's a lot. So I'm just like, I don't know if that's really the journey that I want to go on right now. Mm-hmm. Because that sounds like even more time that I don't have.
Because now, in the last episode, you were talking about how you do crochet pieces.
Yes.
But now that's like totally blown up and like,
girl.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Well, I'm starting to get a little bit of recognition, like this much. You know how you're grateful for where you are, but it's not where you want to be. But it's just like your whole life can change in a week, or a couple weeks, or a few days. That's how I felt once I graduated and started getting more and more opportunities with crocheting, and people want to wear my stuff for performances and concerts and events and all kind of stuff. So I'm like,
artists wearing your stuff on stage.
Yeah. So the stress level kind of went through the roof when it was like, okay, these artists like actually want to wear your stuff for a festival. And I was just like, wait, who am I again?
Tell them which festival.
Oh, so it's Afropunk. So Afropunk 2019 in Atlanta. I was ended up doing all of the styling for Shoma Josie and her backup dancers. So I was just like, I was not prepared. Literally, that was me that morning. I was like, styling.
Yeah, it was like kind of a last minute thing, but she had reached out to them to like ask if they wanted to wear her pieces, and then they're like, oh, can you just style
the
her
whole
and the background dancers?
Yeah.
Like
the day of, and I was like...
That story is pretty funny because you were like, I have everything at my house that you guys want to wear. Yeah,
so it was just crazy because, I didn't really, it was a whole whirlwind of things that happened because I reached out to them. I reached out to all the artists that were going to perform at Afropunk. I reached out to them in ample, like the most amount of time that I would need to make this happen. So it was well in advance that I reached out to them and gave them a deadline like, hey, hit me up by this day if you want to work with me because it's handmade. Like, I don't know what you want to wear. And if I have to make something, it's going to take time. So I wanted to make sure we had enough time for everything. And Shoma Josie and her team actually responded to me. They weren't the first people to respond to me. They were actually the second to respond to me. And that was like maybe 7 days after I reached out. So I was like, okay, so we still have time. Sent me the measurements, sent me the pieces that she wanted, sent me all of the information that I needed, and I was like, okay, we're good. So very
organized.
Very organized. Straight to the point, right? But then it was just like, here's the address to send it to. She is based in South Africa, so it was just like, okay, this is where you need to send the pieces. And I'm like, okay, come to find out, this girl is all over the place, like traveling performances, concerts, all kind of stuff. So by the time the pieces were ready, I was like, Afropunk is in like a week or two. I don't know how long this is going to take to get to South Africa. I don't know how much money this is going to take me to get this box to South Africa.
True. That's a whole nother bracket of shipping.
Right. So I was just like contacting them, trying to see like, hey, you know, are you guys there? Like, is she gonna be able to get this package? If I send it and it gets to you, is she gonna be able to get this and take it with her to Atlanta? Because I'm already in Atlanta, so I can easily hand deliver this wherever it needs to be. It doesn't matter. So I'm like, you let me know what I need to do. And then it was just like, they never responded, and it was like getting so close to the time that Afropunk was happening. I was freaking out, and I was just like, okay, whatever, you know, her pieces are ready. But then it took a left turn. We took a hard left turn when we did Curl Fest.
Oh yeah, Curl Fest. And then we did CKC Fest.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was talking about. CKC Fest, not Curl Fest.
Curl Fest, we went, we had fun. We rock Proud and Curly shirts.
Yes.
Some shirts that's going to be coming out next year. But CKC Fest, Curls, Kinks, and Culture.
That's where the left turn happened.
We both had a booth. So I had a Proud and Curly booth. I met a lot of you guys. A lot of new people subscribed to the show and everything. Awesome.
Yes.
It was an amazing event.
It was.
And she had an amazing time. Like, so many people saw her, like, designs, Crochet by Kay, and we're, like, literally buying them off of her back.
Literally.
So.
It was crazy because I didn't really have anything to wear.
And that was the weekend before Afropunk, where she's designing these pieces for Shoma Josie.
The week before.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to wear. Nobody was answering my emails at this point, and it was my mom really like, you just need to wear this one, because I had did a photo shoot with this lime green shag, and that's the one that Shoma Josie wanted, and I was like, well, it's kind of like, this is the picture that's on the freaking poster that everybody's gonna see when they come up to my booth, and I was like, I should just wear this one today. But really, this was supposed to be Shoma Josie's piece, but she never responded. So I'm thinking like,
about where to send the pieces.
Yeah, so I was just like, I mean, you know, she never responded about us meeting up or anything with her manager, because I was communicating with her manager. So it was like, in my mind, no response means, okay, cool, we're just moving on. Like, I'm not getting a response. So I'm like, well, I done made all these pieces.
Maybe they don't want them.
They don't want them anymore. So I'm like, maybe she found something else. Maybe, you know, I don't know. It's a million things that could have happened. So I was just like, well, I have these pieces. I did not, you know, have all of the pieces that I wanted to have in my booth. So I was like, these are just extra pieces that I can put up for sale for people to see, like, what my work looks like. And I might as well just wear this jacket today, right? Like, I don't have anything else to wear. It wasn't even halfway through the festival, and she was like, oh, yeah, my friend would love this, girl. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know how people just be saying stuff, and then they don't really buy it. They don't do anything. They just
like,
be talking.
Come back.
Yeah, she was like, I'm going to come back and let you know. I was like, okay, you know how it be.
Come back.
You know how it be. You be like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, she's not coming back. Girl, she came back, and she was like, she wants the green one. I'm thinking she's talking about a whole other piece. I was like, oh, this one over here? She was like, no, that one. I was like, wait, what? You want this one that I have on? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh.
Here you go.
Okay.
This one is definitely for sale. Like,
off my back. Did I say I was selling that shag today? She was like, oh, no, she wants this one. I'm like, dang. I was like, no, I was like, I didn't even ever tell y'all that I was selling this jacket today, but she said, oh, no, she wants this one. I'm like, well, here we are. Here you go. You can have it. Yep.
And that was the jacket.
And
right?
that was the jacket. The jacket was gone. Because I made sure that I had enough time. Even though it was just like, it was late. It was still late when we kind of finalized everything. And it was good that I had some of the pieces ready already. So she picked some stuff that I already had made. And thank God it was her size. So I was just like, okay, we're good to go. But I made sure that I made the extra 2 pieces that she wanted, because it was 2 more that she wanted. I was like, I'm going to have to make these separate, you know. I'm going to have to make these. But I made them early, in enough time, so that I wasn't stressed out at the last minute. Because I'm like, I can't be stressed at the last minute. well, guess what? I was still stressed at the last minute because they responded 2 days before Afropunk. 2 days before. Literally.
Saying like, oh yeah, like,
here's her manager's number. Just text him and he'll tell you where to meet.
Because you weren't shipping it. So you were like, let me meet you in Atlanta. And then they're like, yeah, let's meet.
She was like, yep, here's the number. Just, send him a message and y'all can figure out where y'all are going to meet at. And I'm like, okay.
Grabs green yarn, like.
I had to go to the store.
Oh, buys green yarn.
I had to go buy more yarn.
Ooh.
I had to make that whole shag in one day. Like.
And how long does it normally take you? We're going to bring a shag. Is it done when you're working on it? Like, is it done enough to show somebody?
Well, I mean, it's not done, but you can look at it.
We will insert pictures. We will insert videos. There's plenty of OTDs with you moving them around. But it is a very nice, like, cardigan, and, like, it
moves with you.
It moves.
Yes. So, I made that whole shag in one day.
And it usually takes you how many hours?
So, I timed it. I was like, I'm going to time this just to know, like, under pressure, like, how long it would take me in one day. It took me 20 hours to do it. Nonstop. Yeah. I took maybe, like, one break to eat.
And that's, like, literally hand crocheting it.
20 hours of intensive labor. Back hurting, hands hurting, wrists trying to cramp up on you. Like, I was just like, ooh. And then I didn't have anything to wear to Afropunk. So that was, like, the icing on the cake. Because I had to make myself a shag. My mom thought I was crazy. I was like, I'm going to need your help these next 2 days, because there's no way that I'm about to make her shag over and then make one for me too. And I had to make myself a top as well, because I had the pants, no top, no shag, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
But it was a look though.
It was a look.
And they thought, because you were backstage,
I was somebody.
She was really somebody,
a celebrity,
and you were brushing elbows with
everybody.
Afropunk's finest.
I was just like...
She's in the Grammy video.
I'm in all the videos. All the Afropunk videos, you will see my little cameo in there. I just was so happy that, even though I was stressed out that weekend, I did not sleep at all. I still was able to pull through and have a good time, because I still was able to enjoy myself. I was still excited. I just really had to make sure. I was like, I have to eat. I need to make sure I drink water, because I will pass out. Like... You already have to do that to prepare for a festival. But the fact that I did not sleep in 2 days, I was like, yeah, we're going to have to give myself a little extra love, okay? Because I was struggling big time.
And it all worked out. They wore it on stage and performed in it.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Because they move a lot. And
yeah, I was shook, because it was really, like, it was just supposed to be for her. Like, it was supposed to be a jacket for her, and then it was supposed to be... a top for her to wear around the festival, because they can they go and walk around and interact with people during the festival as well, after or even before their performances sometimes, and so she was like, yeah, I'll just have something that I can wear around, and then I'll have something that I can wear on stage. But it wasn't until the day that I was dropping off the pieces to them that I found out that the background dancers were also good. She was like, oh, I think all of us should walk out in a jacket and, like, do the first song in a jacket. Do you have any more jackets? Because literally I only bought her 2 jackets. And she was like, do you have any more jackets? And I was like, girl. I'm sitting here about to pull my hair out at this point for sure now. So I was like, it all worked out, because I did have another jacket that looked... It was the same jacket that I bought her, but it was a different color. So she was going to wear the green one, and then I also did a pink one for her, and then I had a blue one that I had made for CKC Fest that nobody bought, thank God. That was, like, one of the 2 jackets that I had left from CKC Fest. So I was like, if this didn't work out perfectly, I don't know what did, because
you're sitting there like, yeah, I have another one at home.
I have another one at home that looks just like this one. And then she was just like, yeah, I really want us to wear, what did she say? She was like, I really want us to wear pencil skirts. And I was like, pencil skirts? Like tennis skirts? She's like, yeah, tennis skirts. And I'm like, well, I have 2 tennis skirts at home. One pink one and one blue one. I'm like, I don't know if this is a coincidence or what, but everything you need, I have it at home. Because they're like, I don't know what shops to go to. I don't know what. I'm like, well, you need to tell me what look you're going for. What size are the background dancers? And, you know, what kind of vibe are you going for? So, we wear the same size. Cool. This is the look you're going for. I literally have this in my closet. I was like, yeah, the only thing they had to really go out and buy was a sports bra. So, I'm like, I don't have sports bras like that. So, I was like, y'all need to hit up Nike or something and just get some bras that they can put on because y'all going to be jumping and moving and doing all kind of crazy stuff. I don't have anything that's going to support y'all how y'all need to. So, y'all need to go get some sports bras. And then the manager went out and bought them some sports bras and bought them some shoes. I was just like, for me, it was just crazy because it seemed like they were doing everything the day before the show. Like, everything. And I was just like, oof. I used to dance when I was younger. I used to dance. I used to cheer. I said, there is no way that I would be able to go out on a big performance, like, wearing some shoes for the first time. So I was a little stressed out.
They just bought the shoes.
Yeah, I was like, we had to break our shoes in for a solid week before we could perform in them.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm stressed out for y'all. They were still rehearsing. They were making choreography, like, when we got there.
But her dancers were from here, right? Because she was traveling. She
was traveling. I think one of them was from here, and then the other one's from Texas.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's intense.
I was like, whoo, this is how the industry works. You gotta come, you gotta create the choreography, you gotta rehearse. And then it was like, okay, well, when they figured out that I was gonna be bringing the clothes, he's just like, yeah, just bring them to rehearsal and we'll figure it out. So I ended up at rehearsal, like, both days. It was madness. It was fun, though. I got a lot of footage that should be edited at this point, but
it'll be on her YouTube channel.
It'll be there one day.
IAmKNicole.
Full documentary of this whole process.
But that's really cool that you got to be behind the scenes with her and, like, even just see that process. Like, if you ever want to do styling and working with the artist and, like, creating, like, custom pieces for them, you know?
Yeah.
That's super.
It was a real eye-opener, to be honest. But it was fun. I had a great time. Afropunk was amazing. And I haven't been since 2016. So it was just like, I was so excited to go back. We have been trying to go every single year. And it just wasn't working out. And I was like, we're not missing it this year. We're not. And then it was like, hey, why don't you reach out to these artists and see if anybody wants to wear your stuff? And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do that. So
I'm glad you did it and, like, kept up with it. Because even though you reached out to a lot of people, all you needed was that one. So.
That's what I said, too. I was like, I only needed one person. Because imagine being back there trying to make sure all types of people was good. Right. I would have been like, woo!
Because the other girl you reached out to didn't have no kind of outfit. But
we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to mention no names.
But you did get to meet some cool artists.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a great experience. Literally a great experience. Everybody thought, the way that people were coming up to me, I was like, okay, this is what it feels like to be popping. This is what it feels like to be a celebrity. People don't even know me. And they're like, hey, can I take a picture with you?
Because you had the whole look. Like,
I'm like, but it's like, you don't even know me. You know how it's like, if you know a celebrity and you see them and you're like, I love you. Can we take a picture? No, they don't even know who I am. They just want to take a picture of me because of how I look right now. I was like, okay.
But Afropunk is that kind of vibe. It's like, kind of like Curl Fest. Like, if you look cool, like, if you have your own style, it's kind of like, ooh, hey, I love that. Like, you know.
Let's take a selfie.
Yeah,
like, I was like, girl, okay, let's take a selfie.
And that's pretty cool, yeah.
And then people just like, can I take a picture of you? I'm like, girl, go ahead. Everybody coming up to me trying to take my picture. Go ahead. Jeez. I was having a great time. I was like, this is crazy.
And you're in all the behind the scenes, like, videos.
Yeah.
That's why every time they post something, I'm like, Corey.
I had to sign my life away, too. They was like, I'm going to need you to sign this waiver, baby girl. Sign this waiver. They came up to me like 5 different times. Did you sign this? I'm like, I signed it. Do I need to sign it again? Because I signed it twice already. They're like, oh, no, if you signed it, you're good. I'm like, okay, because I definitely signed it. But y'all trying to have me in all kinds of footage. They were doing video. They was like, yeah, we're doing this fashion video, so we need you to walk all the way down this walkway right here and then turn around and come back. I was like...
Oh, you had to pull out the runway walk. She was like, oh, okay. Yes.
I was like,
I'm
okay,
the model.
full model. Like, y'all really telling me what I gotta do right now.
Like,
yeah,
we modeling.
He's like, I'm gonna be walking with you, and then when you turn around, I'm gonna follow behind you. But I was like, okay, wherever you need me, I'm good to go. And he's like, okay, when we're done with this, we need you to go over here in front of the backdrop and do this. I was like, okay, all right, wherever you need me, I'm here. Okay, I'm here. It was a lot, to say the least. It was a lot. And then after day one, there was an after party, and so then like it was a long day. It was a long day, and then we had to wake up and get ready for day two. And I was just like, by day two, girl, my body was done. Like, I woke up, felt like I've been working out for like 2 weeks. That's what it felt like.
And you had a whole nother outfit for day two.
Yeah. So by the time I knew that I wanted day one to be, a huge impact with the outfit. So I was trying to figure out what I could pull together for day one. And then I was like, day two, I still want it to be impactful, but it doesn't have to be a full outfit. Like, I knew I had pants, and I was like, I don't really have a top. I wasn't in the place to make another top or anything. But I ended up having a vest that was the same color. I'm like, all of this was just by the grace of God. Like, I had all kinds of pieces that I was making for CKC Fest that was the same color as stuff that I had already made previously for fashion shows and everything else. And I'm just like, the fact that I can actually fit these pieces that I created for other people's bodies for a fashion show, that's crazy in itself. And then the fact that I also have corresponding pieces that I randomly made for CKC Fest that nobody bought that I can also fit, that is going to work for this outfit. So.
And it all worked out.
It did. Day two, people was still like, oh my God, who was that? And I was like, okay, still impactful. So it was nice. But it was like, I did not have a Crochet by K top. It was just vest and pants with a little basic top. Because I was like,
but that's what we have to do. Like, who can represent your brand better than you can?
Right.
Yeah. So it's like,
this is very true. Yep. It was lit. It was an experience. It was definitely one for the books. I'm like, I'm waiting for Afropunk 2020 because, listen, I'm in the building.
Right. You're not even going to be able to have a booth. Like, because she had signed up to have a booth. Like, you would not have been able to do that, too. Unless somebody else was at the booth.
Yeah, it was going to be a lot, to be honest. I was like, if I really would have done that, no. It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
I was like, this was not meant to be.
So we'll see what next year holds.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Me too. I want to do a lot more events because we talked about it.
Yeah, because CKC Fest was crazy.
That was amazing.
I got footage from that too, but y'all will see all of this in 2020, I promise.
Yeah.
You will see it.
So, all right. What else is going on? I guess.
She's hungry.
I'm starving us out till we finish. So, we talked about, I didn't even know we were going to get into that story, but I like that story, so I'm glad we did. But,
please forgive me.
I don't know where you want to take it next. Do you want to take it to Bella Indy? What's going on with these waves right now?
Oh, Bella Indy bundles?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What is this called?
Girl, what is this called?
I like that one. Is that bodywear?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or loose. What is it called? Girl, don't have me lying. Let me ask my mama. What is my hair called? Because I don't know.
So, you guys, a couple of weeks ago, like 2 episodes ago, I shouted out Bella Indy for my first sew-in.
Yeah.
And I was talking about Corey's mom. Corey's mom is the owner of Bella Indy. So,
we gonna FaceTime her.
Oh, okay. Well, she could be in the video. And she has in Bella Indy as well.
Okay, Mom. Come on now. This is your big break. Hello.
Hey. Hi.
Hi.
This is going to be overwhelming.
Looking all cute with your glasses on.
We're talking about Bella Indy right now.
On the podcast.
It's cute, too. Y'all looking all nice.
I'm screaming. We're trying to talk about these waves. Bella Baddie.
Girl, I'm looking like Bella Ratchet running around. today. Okay, you're wearing the Bella Baddie collection, which is the Indian Natural Wave. It's in 18 inches that you're wearing.
Okay.
And Sierra is wearing the Bella Bombshell collection and in the Body Wave, and it is 16 inches.
Okay.
Period. Get your bundles.
Yeah, I like that both of your hair look really natural. It's not like so much hair.
I like that too.
Seriously,
like it looks like it fits on my head.
Everybody feels like they have to put 15 bundles in their head. They don't. Like, can I just look natural?
Right.
And still wear hair?
Yeah, like I woke up like this and it's growing out my scalp.
Right.
You are in the podcast, ma'am. You have made it.
Oh, thank you.
It was your big break today. I was like, she has to answer. She has to answer.
Yeah, I'm headed to pick up some pizza.
Okay.
From Nancy's.
Have fun with that.
Okay. Talk to y'all later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Period.
There
Get
we
your
go.
bundle.
Bella Indie Beauty on Instagram.
Yes. This right here
So
is like
the links will be down below in the description box, in your show notes. It'll be there. So go ahead and check out Bella Indie if you're looking for some bundles. And like I said last time, she always has deals. Like if you follow her on Instagram, she usually has some kind of deal going on. So you can get in where you fit in.
Yeah, we like deals.
And there's like events and stuff. Like they have events. And while you are there getting your hair done, you can check out something else Miss IAmKNicole has going on.
Goodness.
Some, hold on.
Oh, goodness. She's pulling it out.
Something called Smudge Cosmetics.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that right?
That's what it's called.
Corey, you got a lot going on.
I have a lot going on.
What? This is like completely different from last time. Last time you were like, oh, yes, I make a few crochet pieces.
Right.
And now she has full, like, two full-blown businesses and, like...
Oh, it's crazy how times change in a
2 years.
2 years, how the tables can turn. But, yes, Smudge Cosmetics was born this year. And I'm excited about it. So I got lip gloss. We got lashes. We got body oil. We got lip scrubs. We got all kind of stuff. We got some new products coming soon.
New products that may deal with hair.
We got some new
girl.
products that may be dealing with some hair. So y'all will just have to stay tuned because I've been working so hard behind the scenes, like just trying to stay fresh, trying to keep up, trying to make sure I got like new stuff for y'all.
I'm really proud of you because you really be out here slaying and like working so hard. And
Thank
like
you.
how we always talk about like all of our ideas that we have. And I remember you telling me, I've been wanting to do like cosmetics for like years. And we're always just like to each other, just do it, try to do it.
Right.
But it's like so hard to balance sometimes. But
Yeah.
you were making it work. She's always inspiring me. I'm like, okay, if she could do all of this,
Oh,
then
that's my only goal in
we can be
life.
consistent with the podcast, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like 2019 has been a time where people are like, you are really inspiring me. And I'm like, that is my only goal. Like, everything that I do, I'm like, I want to be able to inspire someone else and show them, like, you can do this. It's possible. You just got to work hard.
yeah.
You might not sleep for a couple days.
You may have to take like,
You might
take that
lose
sacrifice.
sleep. Right.
tonight.
That's what I'm saying. You might, be a little tired, but it's gonna work out and it's gonna pay off at the end.
Mm-hmm. Because it's like now you can look back at this year and say, wow, I'm actually was able to launch Smudge this year. And now I can just grow it into even more things that I hadn't even been able to think about, or, you know, more things I have been thinking about. It's just like, you gotta just keep moving with your, like, goals.
Yeah.
Because they're not gonna stop. Like, if there's something that you have in, like, in your stomach that you think about every day, it's not gonna go away. It's just gonna stay there. So you might as well work towards it. Because you're always gonna have new, like, ideas coming, too. So it's like, you need to get some
done.
Going.
Before you be overloaded.
Yeah. You just have all these ideas. You're just like,
what do I do first?
Well, when I was 12, I had this idea. And like, you know, like.
You just got to go for it.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I've been learning this year, too.
Yeah.
It's like, and no matter how long it takes, just like, because you're learning, like, when you're doing something new, you're learning. So it's like, it's probably going to take longer than you thought it was going to take.
Listen. Or
Or it might be a little bit more tricky than you thought it would be, you know? Like, but you just got to keep being consistent. I've been learning that
is the goal for 2020.
Yeah. If you can be consistent, it doesn't matter. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to work. Like, it's going to pop. Like, it's going to come to you. Like,
yeah.
Consistency is key.
And it sounds
with
so
everything,
cliche.
anything.
Sounds so cliche, but it's the honest truth. Like, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
You got to keep doing it.
And you don't really, like, of course you'd be like, yeah, I know I got to be consistent, but, like, I'm not about to post. Like, for me, I hadn't posted in my YouTube channel for, like, maybe 2 videos this whole year.
Yeah.
And this month, I probably posted, like, more than I posted this year and last year.
Content. Like, hold on. We was not ready for this comeback. You got to stay ready, though.
We're doing the same thing with the podcast. I hadn't posted that many podcast episodes this year. So it was like, why? Like I said, we recorded 2 years ago. And, like, I don't have that many episodes. So I'm trying to get back on it. I'm listening to my own advice. So we're trying to work on it, but I'm very proud of you.
I'm very proud of you.
Oh,
look at this.
you.
She said you want to be back on the podcast. Absolutely.
Right.
Yes, I do. Anytime. Call me. I'll come back again. I don't know what we're going to talk about the third time.
Well, let's talk about, do you want to talk about, like, any more things that you're happy about this year or that you didn't like from this year, or do you want to just go into your goals for next year? Because that's what we're trying to get into. She told me a little.
I just feel like this year was just a year of, it was kind of like a milestone year, like graduated college, started a new business.
Right. How do you do that all in the same year?
Lifestyle, like, it was a lot. It was a lot, but I mean, I'm grateful, and it all played out like exactly how it was supposed to. And I'm just thinking back, like, those last few weeks in school, I was so stressed out, but I was out here winning awards. I was like figuring out that I was like graduating with crazy honors. Like, it was just a shock, you know? Mm-hmm. So I feel like that was my biggest accomplishment. I'm like one of few that actually graduated college in my family, so that was just a huge accomplishment for me.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So now I'm just like, okay, graduated, now what?
But you haven't slowed down. Like, sometimes, like, graduation can be, because from being in school for, like, all of your life to, like, not being in school, it's a big shift to then be like, okay, what I went to school for, is that what I'm trying to do? Like, like, what does that look like? And how does that work? For me, at least, that was, like, my transition. So it took me a while to get into my career, and I wanted to work on my own business stuff, but, you know, I just felt like I couldn't, and, like, you know, just, like, stuff like your parents say, like, they want you to just work in what you went to school for, because that was a lot of money. So it's like,
I mean, it's a lot of pressure too.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, even though I went to school for something and maybe what I'm doing may seem unconnected, it really isn't, because what I learned in school is like has taught me everything that I'm using now, even in my own businesses and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's all interconnected. But you've been like staying so like busy and consistent, and kudos to you, because sometimes like after graduation it could be super depressing and like super like, whoa, it's getting real right now, like life is real. I'm done with school, like what am I, like what does that mean, like what am I supposed to be doing,
what do I do now?
Right. It's just like,
oh my gosh, it's a huge shock. Like everyone always tries to tell you about it, like, okay, get ready for the real world, but when it actually happens, it's like no way to really different
you can't prepare. I just try to tell like people, like when you were graduating and stuff, I was like, just give yourself time, like take it easy, don't have too many expectations as far as like different things that you're learning about, because you just kind of want to go with the flow and like see what happens and do what you like. Like we have like the advantage, you can like take on like like going into our businesses and stuff. Some people don't have that advantage, so yeah, I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent.
It's okay. Speaking real, like, that's just what happens. You be talking about something, you get real passionate, and then we end up over here. So, listen, you know, we've been there, done that.
Talk about graduation.
Been there, done that. Here we are.
Right.
Like, everyone always talks about how liberated they feel when they chop their hair off. And I'm like, well, maybe I want to feel that, too.
Yeah. My sister, Sammy, had cut her hair. I really just want to, like, cut it really short and then kind of, like, leave it at a short, kind of, like, curly. Like, I can kind of, like...
Yeah.
Put my fingers through it, put some products in there, and I'm done.
Yeah. I'm like, if I can easily wash my hair in the shower, we won. Because right now, it's like madness. If I try to wash my hair in the shower, oh, God. Say a prayer for me.
Really? Okay, what kind of conditioner? You got some good
stuff? I got some good stuff, but I'm just like, it's just so much hair. Yeah. Like, my hair is just very thick.
Because it takes me, like, when I'm going to wash my hair in the shower, it takes me, like, 30 minutes.
My hair is very thick. So it's like, this is not a fun wash experience. This is not a fun... Like, I'm trying to make sure I'm cleansing my scalp. I can't even feel my scalp because it's so thick. I'm like, is this product even getting on my scalp? Is this shampoo even going to the scalp? So I'm like, I'm trying to make sure I'm cleaning it. I'm trying to make sure I'm not tangling it even more while I'm trying to clean it. Then I have to detangle it. This is not a fun process, okay? That's why I'm like, I don't wash my hair in the shower unless it is like, it has to happen right now. Like, there's no other option. So I'm thinking about just having like this little shortcut, and I don't even have to wait to get to the wash bowl. I can literally do this in the shower.
Right, and you can
put my little products in it and let it do its thing. Sounds easy enough.
Right. That's what we're trying to do in 2020. Just
get up and go. When they say wash and go, I mean like wash and go. Not like wash and then I'm about to be here for another 2 hours with this. Like, no. I'm just saying. Because I'm like, I don't know why it's called a wash and go.
That's true. If you really want it to be cute, you got to spend like another 30 to 40 minutes outside of the shower. That's how long it takes me to put the product. Make sure I'm getting the product in there right so that it has, like, definition. Mm-hmm. It takes time, you know, to care for, like, curly hair and really style it and manage it and maintain it. Yeah. Because after about 2 days with my wash and go, my hair is going up in a dry puff because it looks like I haven't put any product on there. I put so much product on it, and I'm just like... I don't have time to do another wash and go right now. Like, I gotta go to work in like 10 minutes. Like, I gotta go.
Yeah. And so,
see, putting it up.
That just made me think about something. My mom does hair. So my mom has been doing hair well before I was born. So I came into, like, my mom does hair. So my hair was always done. But my family, like, all of my family members have relaxers. So it's just like, I did not grow up in an environment where it's like, natural hair, we're doing this and this, like, natural stuff. Like, I had no idea. Before YouTube, I had no idea, like, what that was.
Right.
So, it was never anything for me to get a relaxer. Like, I got a relaxer when I was 5. Like, people now would be looking at my mom like, you put a relaxer in your daughter's hair? She was 5? Like, why would you do that? I'm like, girl, my hair was nappy. And long, too. So, she was probably like, girl, no. Like... My mom had a relaxer, grandma had a relaxer, great-grandma had a relaxer, auntie had a relaxer. We all had relaxers. So, natural hair was not really something that I knew about as a child. And so, that's why I felt like I never really wanted that life. Like, I feel like I never wanted to really be that girl that's, like, doing wash and goes and, you know, doing all that natural hair stuff. Because that's not how I was raised. So, I don't know anything about it. I was like, Sierra was like, I can help you. I can try to help you. I'm like, girl, I don't know what I'm doing. When I told her I was transitioning, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Like, because I don't want to chop it off, but I don't want the relaxer anymore. I don't know what to do. Nothing is working. Nothing is cute. We're just going to braid it up. I don't know. So it was a lot. It was a lot that I had to decide. And now I'm just like, just cut it off.
Yeah.
Chop it.
And that happens too sometimes. Some people just big chop at first. Mm-hmm. But then after you don't big chop, you just be like, we just need to chop this on off.
Yeah.
Start over.
Yeah.
Because I feel like starting from it being short, that might be easier for you to, like, start getting into your hair, like you're saying. Like, you can wash it, and then as it's growing, you can start gradually seeing, like, more of, like, how to take care of it and how it's going to grow in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and then, hey, you can keep it short. It really don't matter.
I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know where that new journey would lead, you know? Like, keep it short.
You might like it short, because that's what my
cutting
sister
it.
did. Yeah, she gets a military cut, and she's been getting that for, like, almost maybe 5 years.
See,
like,
you never know. Try new things, because you
might
either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
It's hair. It's going to grow back. You can put a wig on, you know. That's why I'm like, I'm not pressed about it.
Right, because you switch it up anyways. Protective styling. You can have a new style.
Yeah.
Yeah,
overnight.
So, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. That's what I'm like, 2020, we're about to be like, oh my gosh, there's going to be a lot going on.
Corey, don't cut your hair, and then I get the fever, and then I cut my hair off, too. Like,
listen.
That's probably what's going to happen.
I'm going to be like, girl, I just feel so light on my feet. Ooh.
How long it got to be for me to get some braids in it?
Listen.
But I think I would want to cut it short.
Yeah.
And then just let it grow into that.
That's why I was just like, we're going to have to be making sure we know how to lay this lace in these frontals and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We don't need braids for that.
You can get a wig or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Listen. Cut it off. 2 years ago, I would not be saying what I'm saying right now. So that's just the crazy part about how you grow and how you...
Right. Remember, I was telling you about that, I think, in the last episode that we did 2 years ago. I'm talking about cutting my hair. Still haven't. But now you're inspired to cut your hair.
Yes.
Look how the tables have turned.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out what day I'm doing it, because today is the 17th. And by the 1st, it's supposed to be done. So I don't know what day it's happening, but counting down.
Follow her on Instagram too.
I'm gonna make this a whole big thing. Like on Instagram, it's gonna be like, okay, I'm cutting my hair. We're gonna go through the whole process.
Oh yeah, you should do a video.
Yeah. Oh y'all, pray for me. My mom's like, I think it would be like, my mom has been ready to take scissors to my head for so long. Like, she has been waiting for the day that I'm like, I want to cut my hair. She was excited when I was in 9th grade, and I was like, I want to cut my hair, and I went for a bob, because my hair was really, really long. And she was just like, I cannot wait to cut this girl's hair. Like, she was always ready, because she always wore her hair short, so it was nothing for her to, like, come up to me and be like, here, can you just cut this? Like, she literally would have me shaving her head. Like, I'm like, Mom.
Wow.
No. Not like, a close shave, but like I'm taking the razor and like, like getting all the ends off, and then she's doing the rest. And I'm like, you're crazy. And so she was always ready to just like chop it off for me. And I'm like, no, I love my hair. I want my hair to be long. And she's just looking at me like, no, that's not what she wanted. So I was just like, when I said I want to cut my hair, she was like, are you serious this time?
Wow.
So yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
feel like
she'll
when you
be
cut
excited.
it, you're like gonna embrace yourself more.
Yeah.
And I feel like at the same time, that's what Proud and Curly's being about. Like,
Yeah.
even with no hair, like, you can embrace who you are, kind of thing. Like, without anything. Like, just embracing it, just loving yourself. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And I'm excited, and I'm a little nervous, but I'm nervous because that means I'm gonna be looking like I need to do the same thing, though. I'm preaching it, but, like, I need to do... Like, I've been saying this for so long.
Yeah.
And I do want to do it, but I just haven't done it. Like you said, like, what's the date? What date is it going to be?
I don't know. And it's very crazy that I'm going to be doing this in the middle of the winter, like...
I know that's going to be me, too. Whenever I really get that urge to be like, okay, let's just do it.
It's going to be cold outside.
Yeah, it's not going to be warm.
Nope. I'm like,
that's not the point of it.
It's real nice that I want to do this when it's about to be cold. It's going to be cold.
It's okay. You could put your little crochet
ear warmers on. Get me some stuff to put on.
Put your little hat on your head.
Well, yeah, we'll definitely have to come back with a little update. I'll have to come in here with my new hair for y'all and be, looking real cute.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
if I can cut my hair next year, that's just gonna be
shirt.
That's gonna be like, that's gonna set the year off.
That's what I'm saying.
At the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna just, take
pray
the
about
next
it.
few weeks
You
to
gotta
just
pray
really.
about it. You gotta talk. You gotta.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I mean, it's just hair.
Hello. That's what
I'm not even looking at my hair right now. I just know where my comfort zone is. Like, okay, I could wash my hair. I could put it up in a puff, even though that's not really cute. It's like a dry puff. Like, it's nappy.
Comfort zone.
Yeah, it's like an easy, quick style. So I'm gonna have to find a new, quick, easy style. But it'd probably be even easier than that.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm just thinking about how effortless it is, and it's just.
That's true.
Quicker. It's not as precise.
Yeah, let's start a hashtag. Let's start what's it gonna be called? Cut my hair 2020 or
hashtag chop it off.
Chop it off 2020. Let's just all, if you guys are thinking about cutting your hair, leave a comment down below. Add us on, tag us on your stories on Instagram. Let us know, because we just all need to support each other. We're all thinking it. We're all feeling it.
Yep.
If you feeling it, you just
hit me up.
We could just do it.
Yep.
We could just come up in there. Yep. Come up in the natural hair show in Atlanta. Just
killing them. That's how I feel.
Ooh.
And it's gonna, everybody always says it, when you have short hair, you have to try harder, you gotta put your look together or whatever. I just feel like it's gonna lead into forcing me to do okay, I need to get my eyebrows done, girl. They need to be done, okay? I need to make sure I'm keeping all of a routine. I need to make sure I'm staying on top of myself, okay? My eyebrows need to be done.
Girl, your eyebrows look fine.
Girl, them things are bushy.
That's what's in right now.
Not the good kind of bush, though. They need a little bit of shape. They don't have no shape to them.
You can shape them up.
Listen, I need to get them done. I need to get them snatched, okay? But yes, I feel like I will, put myself together a little bit more, put my jewelry on, because I'm real lazy with stuff like that right now. It's I'm not going nowhere. I'm not putting earrings on, girl, what? Make sure I got my lip gloss on.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
That's what I want to make a part of my routine, too. I want to work out. And I want to get up and get dressed as my, ideal self. Who I see myself as. I want to get up and get dressed, do my hair, do it, whatever, the way I like it.
Hello.
The way I would want to, come on camera or go out and somebody see me, just be like that, pretty much every day. I can still be comfy. Not saying I got to put on a full face of makeup, because I don't do that.
No.
But, just put myself together to where I'm not just,
a slob.
Yeah.
Because, listen, I get real comfortable.
Because that helps you, just even feel better about, okay, today I'm going to do this. I'm already ready. If I need to hop on camera, I'm about to hop on camera.
Right.
Whatever I need to do.
When I got to stop and make shift, girl, I do not look like I'm ready to be on this camera right now. I hate that.
Yeah.
It slows you down.
And then you just be like, dang, I'm not about to record today.
Exactly. Nope. It make it real easy for you to say that. I'd be like, we're going to have to try again a different day.
So, I think that'll help too, because then that'll be in our routine and it'll be something that's quick.
Yeah. And
if we have a protective style, hey, those probably would take about the same amount of time to get together. So, I'm excited.
Me too.
2020.
Yes.
Here we come.
Coming
ready.
For you. Yes.
I'm excited. I'm always excited. I think this year went really good too.
It did.
Everybody's always at the end of the year, oh, I hated this year.
No, it was a good year.
The down parts, I feel hey, you learned some stuff. You made it through, you survived. You're good.
It can't always be up. I think people need to realize that.
It has to be a balance. And just take whatever went bad, take it as a learning experience and, try not to repeat that in the next year.
Yeah.
Learn, hey, this happened to me last year. I'm seeing the signs. We're not about to do that again.
Period.
But yeah.
That was good. We went a little deep on y'all again this time. Sheesh.
We didn't even know what we were going to talk about, but I think we talked about
everything that
we should have talked about.
We did that.
Yeah. Okay.
Stay tuned for part 3.
Probably definitely gonna be a part 3. If we could do a Q&A, that would be so cool.
That would be fun.
Are y'all into Q&As? Like, can we do that?
I think we can do it.
Oh.
Yeah, we gotta plan that now, though.
I know.
We gotta set that up.
That would be so dope, though. Because, like, we're talking about way more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about graduation. We talked about, like...
Yeah, let's set it up.
Okay. Q&A on the next one with IAmKNicole. So...
I'm gonna be, a returner here.
Right. She's just gonna become a guest host, you know? There we go.
I'll be here all the time. That's funny.
That would be cool, though.
Yeah, I'm here.
Right. Oh, yeah, we're closer now. On the last one, I'm, like, calling you.
God.
I was sick. Long ways. Now we're in the studio.
Right, doing it the right way.
I'm excited. Well, thanks for coming on again.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you guys for watching this episode. Be sure to give it a like if you're watching on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Turn on the bell notification. Yes, we're on YouTube at Proud and Curly. Or you can find us on any podcast hosting app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music. Mm-hmm. We'll see you guys next week, next Thursday, with a new episode.
Yeah.
And then hopefully in 2020, like I was telling you guys, I'll have a little something special for you guys on another day of the week. So we're working on that. But for now, I'll see you guys next Thursday. Thanks so much for watching and listening. And yeah, bye.
Bye.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Proud and Curly podcast. If you like the podcast, please show your support by leaving a rating on the Apple Podcast app. It helps me so much, and it also helps other people find the show. Special thanks to Terrence, Esquire, Huggins for producing the music in this podcast. You can always check out his website, SoundCloud, and follow him on social media at Esquire Music 111. All of his links are in the show notes. If you're looking for more curly content, be sure to follow us on Instagram. But until next week, stay proud and curly.